Hey everyone, this is Tony JP Wisco here, back with another video for you. I hope you're well today. So today for you guys, what I wanted to do is, well, first of all, okay, JP Wisco, why are you in a tie and a shirt and stuff? I'm going to a little shindig in a couple hours, so kind of just before, I just thought I'd do a quick video because I'm a little bored. Anyway, work related shindig later. So that's why I'm all dressed up with nowhere to go right now. But anyway, what I wanted to do today is just kind of give a little brief sort of talk about players and cards, particular cards that I think you should add to your collection. So I'm going to start with some players that are just a couple for now. That are three. I've got three players that are perhaps a little less obvious, but that I think you would do well to pick up and add to your collection. Particular cards of these players. So let's start off with one, and this player, I gotta say, is probably probably not a stretch to say I think he's probably the most overlooked player in the hobby, just in terms of like hype for his stuff, which there is none, by the way, value and things like that. And that's Francisco Lindor. This is like currently the best Francisco Lindor card I have. That is changing very soon. I am going to get very soon. I'm about to pick up Francisco Lindor's update rookie, and I think you should too. Add Francisco Lindor to your collection. Lindor is an exceptional player. We're talking, a five-tool shortstop. He hits for power. He hits for average. Hits the home runs. His defense is excellent. Francisco Lindor is really, he's just the five-tool phenom that baseball forgot. And he's very young, and he's very good. And there are rumblings. There's murmurs and chatter. In the hot stove ether that say Francisco Lindor is headed to Los Angeles. Francisco Lindor is headed to St. Louis, right? So part of the reason I think why Lindor, and this is just the Stadium Club Beam Team inserted. Nothing special. Like I said, it's just for illustrative purposes. But yeah, so Francisco Lindor. So there's murmurs. He's headed somewhere else. The Indians are going to deal him, and I think that's good news for his cards. If Francisco Lindor is playing shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers, that helps his cards. Although I don't know what they'll do with Corey Seager at that point, who is also a good player, but he's no Lindor. So yeah, get his update rookie. I'm picking mine up. You can get, I think you can get a PSA 9 of Lindor's update rookie for about $30. And I think you can get a 10 for maybe double that. Or a little less, maybe $60, $70 for a 10. It might not even be that high. So yeah, Francisco Lindor, he's due. He's due to get his due. So I recommend picking up some Lindor cards while you still can. His first Bowman auto, I think it's like $200. Absolutely insane. So okay. Next player, not quite as big of a deal as Lindor, I don't think, but he is also a slept-on player, and that's Ozzie Albies. So this card right here, not necessarily the one you have to pick up, but I think it would be a good bet. This card right here is his 2018 Bowman Chrome photo variation short print rookie. And this, I'm sure, is quite cheap. I bet you can get it for $10 or less. Ozzie Albies is just another one of those players where he's very overlooked. And he's definitely in Ronald Acuna's shadow in Atlanta. But that's okay. He's an awesome player in his own right. I think, what's going to happen here is Albies is going to, he has the potential, he's kind of going to be maybe the Pippin to Acuna's Jordan on that team, right? But Ozzie Albies he's very young and he's a very good player. And he plays for a visible team. He locked into the long-term extension with the Braves, that a lot of people decried, myself included. But that's in terms of the dollar amount. But that's for another day, right? That discussion. So the Braves, big time, pretty big time team, a visible team. He's gonna be with that team for a long time. Great player. Overlooked. I'd pick up Ozzie Albies, Topps Chrome rookie, Bowman Chrome rookie. This one, this would probably be a good one to get. His auto, I think I got an Ozzie Albies auto, like Clearly Authentic or something for I think $10. So pick up an auto while you're at it. Pick up Albies. Okay, so the last player that's kind of a maybe, you're kind of sleeping on this player, is actually a prospect. And, but he's a good one. I absolutely think you should pick up Royce Lewis for the Twins. So Royce Lewis was the #1 overall pick in 2017 for the Twins, and he is shortstop, and all the tools are there. This guy looks like he's something special. He won Arizona Fall League MVP. If you need some frame of reference, other recent Arizona Fall League MVP winners include Keston Hiura and Ronald Acuna. Lewis had a kind of a shaky season in the minors this past season, and it kind of his star kind of dimmed a little bit. But I would say that's all the better for you. This card right now, this is the 2018 Bowman rookie, 2018 Bowman prospect auto. He has a first Bowman from 2017. Those are a little bit pricey, but I'm sure you can find a base first Bowman auto for a fairly reasonable sum. If not, get 2018, get something like this. This is the green parallel. This was actually a pull. I hit this out of a fat pack. The retail exclusive green parallel, or get a colored parallel of this card, the 2018 issue with the auto on it, or get some Royce Lewis first Bowman cards without the ink on them in parallels. I would say get a first Bowman of him and get an auto. And I would recommend the 2018 if you don't want to. It's a Twins prospect. If you don't want to splurge, like on a first Bowman auto. I would recommend getting 2018 Bowman auto of Royce Lewis. I think this guy's going to be a star. He's got the look, he's got the attitude, all the tools are there. He put it together in the Arizona Fall League. With all the hype about Wander Franco and That kid for the Yankees, I forget what his name is. I can't remember right now, but those guys are getting all the attention. But Royce Lewis, definitely get some Royce Lewis cards. So, okay, so the next three here to wrap up this video. These are definitely these three players are big, very visible. It's not like don't sleep on this player, but I kind of want to highlight a specific card of theirs that I think you should get. And these were all three of these players are 2018 rookies from that big, stud rookie class in 2018. So the first one up is none other than our man Ronald Acuna Jr. And what I have right here, this is Acuna's 2018 Bowman Chrome rookie. So if you need, again, if you need a frame of reference, this card of Acuna's is essentially the same as, well, not essentially, it is, as this Mike Trout card, right? So this is the 2011 Bowman Chrome rookie of Mike Trout. And this is the 2018, the same kind of card for Ronald Acuna, right? This card is the update rookie of Acuna, the bat up one even, to say nothing of the bat down series 2 has gone up. The update rookies are hot, they're all the rage, and they're very visible. But this card right here is such a good pickup for adding more Acuna to your collection. This card, I think, is like, you can get it for a few dollars. Seriously, guys, like a few dollars. To put it into perspective, basically a raw version, an ungraded, unslabbed version of this card of Trout's is, I would say, goes for around $200 raw at this point. So I recently saw with the Acuna, I saw a PSA 9 that went for like $10. You just can't go wrong. It's Ronald Acuna. It's going to go up. Acuna is a superstar, and that's only going to continue. So yeah, pick up the Bowman Chrome rookie of Acuna. It's really cheap. Everybody's sleeping on it, but you shouldn't. So, okay, a couple more. This next one seems pretty obvious, but I just have to, like, hammer it home, okay? So this, and that's, it doesn't really need any introduction, this one. So this is the US 300 2018 Juan Soto update rookie card. And this is just the base paper. Just the base paper, plain old Juan Soto update rookie. And so, as I said, update rookies, they're all the rage. They're huge. They're very visible. So you probably, of course, Juan Soto's update rookie, right? But, if you haven't, just do it and right now. Just get it right now. These are at about... the base paper, these are at about they're about $20 now. So you can pick one up for $20. Maybe you might want to wait a little bit. The sort of the euphoria of the World Series win is still up there. So I could see this card dropping during the off season, down to maybe $15 or something like that. But if you don't want to even take that chance, just get it now. Just make it easy for yourself and get it now. I bought a pretty large lot of these when they were like $5 a piece, early in the season or in the last off season. And so, yeah, just get it now. It's the update rookie. It's Juan Soto, guys. He just won the World Series. He had a monster postseason. Of course, so did Rendon and Strasburg. And, the Nats just did really well, obviously, and were resilient. But, Soto, He just turned 21. He's got 2 basically full major league seasons under his belt, and he's got a ring on his finger now. Like, you just can't, Juan Soto, this guy is the future, I would say, along with, Ronald Acuna and stuff like that. So, I think Soto, just his poise and his maturity at the plate, his knowledge of the strike zone, I think he could, Trout is not going to be the best player in baseball. In 5 years, Mike Trout is not going to be the best player in baseball. It's true. And I think either Ronald Acuna or Juan Soto will be the best player in baseball in 5 years. So get the Soto base paper update rookie. Just do it. 15, 20 bucks. Do it now. Okay, last one is a little bit, well, okay, I'll just show it. So the next one is a Shohei Otani card. So, oh, Shohei Otani, you remember him, right? Well, yeah, I realize Otani, he's a little bit slept on right now. That's not really true because Otani's cards still have strong value. They're not cheap. The key cards, and this is one of the key cards, they're not cheap. But there are definitely a few ones where I'm like, yeah, you should get that one now. So people, Otani, his first 2 years in the majors, the first year he did two-way for a couple months, then he had the Tommy John. He's had long injured stretches. This past season now, he was only a DH, and he did well, but he struggled after the All-Star break a bit and stuff like that. So Otani, he's not really on the radar right now, and he absolutely should be. Otani, guys, Shohei Otani is still insane in the membrane. Like, I don't think people quite, just because, he's been injured and he's only been a DH and he plays out in Anaheim, nobody sees him. It's kind of the Trout effect. You guys, next year, Otani, he's coming back from Tommy John. He can slug. We saw that last year. I think next year is going to be the year for Otani. I just have a feeling, I don't think he's going to win MVP or anything, but I think he's going to pull off, the two-way thing for most of the season, and he's going to pitch well, and he's going to hit well, and I think Otani Mania is going to return. And knowing that, I think right now what you should do is you should get this card. And this is Otani's, this is the 2017 Mega Box Refractor, although you can't really see the refractor shine because the light's not on it. Refractor of Shohei Otani, came in 2017 Mega Box. This is essentially, well, it's not essentially, this is Otani's very, very first North American English language issue. So it's his very first non-Japanese card. And I think if Otani finally kind of takes off and fulfills his promise fully as a two-way player, I think this card is going to be a special card. And it's going to be the one to have that is not a rookie auto. So, yeah, Otani, his autos are still a little bit pricey. And not a little bit. Like, Otani rookie autos are pretty pricey. So, like I said, people aren't, like, fully sleeping on Otani. But this card, you can get this card raw for, I think, around $50 or $60. And I would say it's worth it. Or, get a slabbed one. The PSA 9s are really modest too, like $50. Curiously, I've seen some ungraded ones go for more than the PSA 9 because the chance you get a 10 on this card is pretty high. So the 9s are like pretty much similar value to an ungraded, which is kind of weird. But so, hey, get a PSA 9 for $50. It's slabbed up. It's ready to go. Otani... Like I said, he plays in Anaheim. I don't think a lot of people got a chance to watch him very much. But living here in Japan and also like I watch baseball on MLB TV in the mornings. So I watched a lot of Angels games the last few years, and Otani his rookie season when he did two-way for a little bit, he is legitimately an ace. Like his stuff is filthy. Otani's splitter, guys, was the most unhittable pitch in baseball. During the stretch that Otani um, when his splitter was the wipeout pitch, batters were like 1 for 56 against it. Like insane. Not to mention he can put balls into the upper deck, right? So I think like just thinking about Otani and his like the ceiling of kind of his legacy, for like Hall of Fame consideration or things like that, it's uncharted territory, right? But, imagine Otani finishes his career and he's got, 200 home runs and a Cy Young or something like that. Like that's unprecedented. And I think Otani he doesn't really need to do a lot over a long time to kind of like make that jump into that conversation, right? So, and anyway, video's getting kind of long, so as always, guys, thank you for watching. I highly recommend you add those cards to your collection. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.